Milwaukee Congresswoman Gwen Moore is going to introduce a bill that will require a drug test on wealthy Americans who want to receive tax breaks of more than $150,000. She released a statement saying that she is sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of the criminalization of poverty, and she said that we're not going to get rid of the federal deficit by cutting poor people off SNAP. But if we are going to drug test people to reduce the deficit, let's start on the other end of the income spectrum. She plans to introduce a bill on Thursday that she thinks will even the playing field. And she also said that at least engage the wealthy in a conversation about what a fair tax policy looks like. The bill, which is called the Top 1% Accountability Act, would force taxpayers with itemized deductions of more than $150,000, which according to the 2011 tax data compiled by the IRS would only be households with yearly federal adjusted gross incomes of more than $1 million to submit to the IRS a clear drug test from a sample of no more than 3 months old, or take a much lower standard deduction when filing taxes. Now, this has to be one of the most ballsiest moves I've ever seen during this year's political season. She's basically saying that she's tired of the Republican Party wanting to victimize and blame our societal ills on poor people. And she's saying that, well, since the Republicans want to drug test welfare recipients, which in Florida it costs like $4 or $5 million, and it was a waste of money because it was like barely no one came back with a positive drug test. It was just a complete waste. And as people are all, yeah, let's drug test them, but there's people out here who get tax cuts of hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. Why don't you change the topic of conversation onto the other end of the income spectrum? So I want to see how this plays out. Obviously, the Republicans are going to vote against it, but I do have to applaud her for her at least attempting to show it's just to show like backbone to the Republican Party. So thanks for doing that, Congresswoman Gwen Moore. And that's all I have to say. Subscribe, like, tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and have a nice evening. Peace.